Oh, now you started recording on that phone? I thought that phone was already going.
It's going now.
Well, the other phones were already going, so we'll have to. Now we have a third camera then, I guess. Never too late.
Well, now you know. So going back on the whole cousin
Cousins
thing.
fucking.
So your wife thinks that it's not normal, but it does happen, and we think it's normal because it does happen.
Yeah, you could say that. I guess to a certain extent you could say that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think as long as the kids don't come out weird or whatever,
Well, that's another thing, genes get mixed up in there, and that's why you have in some families some kids who are a little
What, like retarded?
off. I wouldn't say retarded. I would say maybe mentally challenged in some way.
You use that word loosely all the time, like mentally challenged, like even for
Well,
stupid
because
people.
I'm very respectful of how
Of-
genes get passed around from one generation to another, and that happens a lot when races pretty much marry in their own families, whether they're second cousins or third cousins. This is
How does that even affect us? Since everybody in South America fucked everybody, there's no fucking legit person. It's all fucking Indians, spics, and niggers, like to the motherfucker.
Go exactly.
So I mean, there's no way that you can just get one pure line down there. Even the Argentinians, I think they're the shit. They
Well, I would think
they
that,
ain't crackers.
Well, I would
There
think
was
that-
some Spaniards banging with some Indians down there,
and a couple of Nazis.
and a couple of Nazis to boot. See,
Well, see, that's what the
fucking
problem is.
high, boludo.
Well, that's what the problem is. That's why they're like that. Blame it on the Nazis.
I like to blame it on the rain.
Orange Juice Jones.
Orange Juice Jones.
Was it Orange Juice Jones?
I know. I can't believe you asked me for that
It
record.
sounds like a
He
joke.
thought I had that shit on vinyl.
I thought it was-
I had that on vinyl. That's the one I saved. I've only been carrying around vinyl since I was like, 9 years old, 10 years old, and that would be one of the ones I save here in the house in my small collection.
Let me ask you something. Don't you think that Orange Juice Jones sounds like a jailhouse name? I mean, it kind of does. I mean, do you think he did time?
I think it sounds like a pimp's name from Florida.
Orange Juice Jones.
He's like a pimp down in Tallahatchie.
Like, bitch better have my money. Type of thing, right?
Sweating. Don't be sweating.
Don't-
You should have seen that movie Across 110th Street. I saw that the other day. Damn, that movie is fucking crazy. Everybody dies at the end. Everybody fucking dies at the end.
Well, I mean,
The only person that's left over is the good black guy, the good black cop.
it's always
I mean, he's that guy. That's it. Everybody else gets smoked.
it's always the good black cop that gets saved at the end.
And actually, no, not really. It's always the good black cop that dies. Like
Nowadays, but back then,
back then, no, that's only in those black exploitation movies. Because in the regular fucking movies, they kill the fucking black guy for sure.
hey, have you seen the new Michael Jackson movie that
I
his
have
nephew
not
plays?
seen Michael
I have not
Jackson.
seen.
I'm
I
not
have
gonna
not
go to
seen
the
it.
movie theater for that.
I'm
shit.
waiting for it to be free. I'm
Okay.
curious though.
Not that I really care about pedophiles or anything like that, because that's like some crazy shit now. Like everybody thinks like
But I
there's a
don't think-
secret cabal.
Do you think he was
Pedophiles.
I don't think he was a pedophile.
I don't. Anybody who invites children to their fucking house, and they're not your grandchildren or something like that, or your grandchildren's
think-
having a slumber party or something. You just invite random white people's children over to your house.
So you think something was off with that?
How many people do you know that do that?
I believe Michael was stuck in Never Neverland.
What's Never Neverland?
That
The
was-
name of his place?
Yeah, I think he was just gone.
I don't know.
Maybe it was a gene,
A gene of what?
a family gene, like we were talking about earlier.
Nobody else in that family is weird.
Cousins marrying cousins and stuff, like that. Maybe it was a gene from someone 100 years ago, and Michael got it. We don't know.
Well, every good has its bad, right?
Just
You can't,
beat
you,
it.
you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't do fucking invent the moonwalk and not expect that to have repercussions.
Just beat it.
Fuck.
All right. Well, we spoke a little bit earlier about the real estate business.
I don't want to talk about real estate. I hate real estate. Real estate sucks. Real estate
Well,
sucks.
obviously, we know
Real estate sucks.
real estate sucks balls.
If I could just DJ all the time and fucking pay all my bills with that, I'd be fucking happier than a faggot with a bag of dicks.
And you heard it here first, folks.
But who the fuck wants to hire an old fucking DJ? Shit, man. There's plenty of those guys out there. They're always fucking
Have you
playing.
noticed they look like they're getting older and older?
I know. I'm surprised. I'm surprised how some of them just don't heal over. But you know what I noticed? That none of them old motherfuckers, they don't drink while they're fucking DJing. They don't. You know, I wasn't a big drinker while I was DJing. I was a big drinker the rest of the time. But when I was DJing, I DJed sober, and then I got fucked up afterwards. For
What
the
you
most
talking
part.
about, Willis? You used to fucking get lit with me all the time when you were DJing.
Yeah, but that like at the titty club or whatever, that's another story. That's not real legit DJing. But when I was DJing at a place like Tancho or whatever it was, or Level or whatever,
You were straight?
yeah, I was sober. Yeah,
Until you stopped DJing.
and
you
then
would
I
get
got
lit.
fucked.
Yeah,
up.
'cause I used to go
especially
there
the after
sometimes.
hours, man. I would just watch
What's that
it
club
after.
you used to DJ at? Lincoln Road?
821.
821, man. You used to be high as a fucker then. I used to walk in there and your eyes were like. You used to date the bartender. What was her name?
Hella.
Hella, yeah. Hella used to hook us up. Good drinks, huh?
She's a fucking great
She
bartender.
lived with some.
You don't remember her friend, the other bartender, Cheryl? Otra, una blanca también.
More or
but,
less,
like,
yeah.
She was
I
gringa.
remember her roommate.
She just died. She just died.
Oh.
That fucking bitch invented drinks and shit, man.
I'm sorry.
Who would have known that we'd be there at that time period? There was some, you know, bartenders that were doing some like
some
next level
groundbreaking shit. No, I remember her roommate, the tall, skinny, weird guy.
Yeah, Lars.
Lars. He
Lars.
was like a gay Viking. It was very bizarre.
I wouldn't fucking call him Viking. He looked like more like the orderly at a mental institution.
He looked weird, a little off. But he was like from up there, right? From the Scandinavian countries,
They were both from
Denmark or some shit. Where were they from? Like way up there in the fucking cold. What was it?
Denmark.
Denmark, right?
Denmark. Denmark.
Very nice people though.
The Danes.
Very cool.
Yes. They love to drink this. Remember that hot wine, the Euclid or some?
Boy,
It had some
did they
fucking
drink.
funny name, Euclid.
You know, I drank the hot
It
wine.
was like a Christmas thing. They were serving everybody
Christmas,
hot wine.
I went to
Awful, man.
I went to
Tastes
Germany.
Like fucking piss.
I went to Germany to see the Christmas fairs back in 2024.
What
in
Christmas?
December. I went to Berlin, Prague, Budapest, Vienna. I went with my wife. We visited all the Christmas fairs.
Isn't it cold as shit at that time? Well, you got super cheap tickets. That's why.
No, it was cold as shit. We spent a shitload of money. It was great. But the wine was all like hot, warm wine. It was great. I loved it. I got lit.
Yeah, because you got lit.
I got lit.
That shit gets you jacked
yeah,
up quick.
I was fucking lit in the
So you had your-
cold. In the
You
cold.
had
and
Stella
drinking-
fucking wasted 24/7.
Oh man, it was great. She was like smiling from cheek to cheek. It was awesome. Good adventure.
I don't want to do any more cold. Cold weather fucking sucks.
You
I think New York and Detroit. and all
Detroit,
that
I think,
shit.
fucked you up. 'Cause
Yeah,
you weren't
did
the
it?
same after Detroit.
Yeah. That was whack.
New
That
York,
was
you
whack.
would like go back and forth, but
Yeah.
after Detroit, I think you were done.
Yeah.
I think that shit really fucked you
Yeah,
up.
Michigan's cold as shit, man.
You have the
Fuck,
lakes
You don't
up
fuck
there, right?
around. They don't fuck around. Even in the middle of the summer, you jump in the Lake
At
St.
night,
Clair
it's
with
cold
the
out.
Jobby Nooner thing, these parties that they have on the boats out there, and you jump in that water, and it be cold like a motherfucker,
Well-
man. Like it sober you up cold.
Well,
Like
you're-
you wanted to piss in the water, and you like your dick just shriveled up.
You couldn't because your balls would shrink. Can you imagine trying to take a leak in that fucking freezing weather and your testicles shrink? Very difficult.
Yeah, no, that's why you have white girls.
It's like
They,
you
they
think-
rub them the right way.
It's like, what do you think? It's like, where does the fucking piss go?
Yeah.
Things to think
Deep,
about.
deep inside.
I guess
deep,
those,
deep
but
down
I bet
inside.
you those white girls know.
Oh,
If I
Lord.
only
Oh my.
Funny, I never. The last white girlfriend I ever had, I was.
And I can't even remember.
I was 16 years old.
What, the Bree?
Bree.
That's it. That's the
That's
only
it.
one.
She
You
broke
were like
my
a
heart.
one and done.
Yeah, one and done. That's how I learned my lesson.
What are you talking about? You've had like a shitload of fucking black women that fucking
But she-
have fucking destroyed your life.
But Bree, but Bree broke my heart. Destroying your life and breaking your heart is two different things.
You heard it here first. I know, bitches didn't even touch his heart. He never loved you. Never. Never ever.
I didn't say that.
Hey, if they don't have your heart,
I'm
all
just-
they get is dick.
Well, I mean, you know,
I don't want to hurt
a
nobody.
little dick never hurt nobody. Anyway, this is our trial run. We've only been into this for like 9 minutes, and we're running out of shit to say. But
What are you talking about? I got plenty to
oh,
say.
you got plenty. Okay, look, bring it
Man,
on.
we could go back to the cousin thing because I like. So this was my thing. So Margarita goes right. My wife's name is Margarita. For those of you that don't know, so
Does she make a good margarita?
No, she doesn't know how to make
Sorry.
any drinks.
She's a very nice person, by the way.
Yes. So she calls me and I'm working and whatever, doing showing, and she said, "Oh, my cousin's coming down or whatever. He's in town. Guy lives in Georgia, Columbia, you know."
He
And
lives in Georgia, but he's Colombian.
yeah, he lives in
How does
Georgia.
that
And
work?
some like they're in the sticks outside of
Poor
Atlanta.
God. What's it like? That's like being a Mexican in Alaska.
No man, there's Mexicans everywhere. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, you're right. I take that back.
They adapt.
Okay, go ahead. They'll cut your lawn anyway.
So-
I'm just kidding. Okay, go
That's
ahead.
right, because there's no lawns in Alaska. It's all
Summertime.
snow.
The summer is beautiful. Go ahead.
So anyways, I get over there. They're at Oliver, dude. Homeboy has a fucking bottle of like some,
Expensive.
dark rum there,
Ready to
and
go.
it's I think it was like a Thursday or Friday afternoon. It's hot as shit. The
And
sun's
he's on
coming
the
down
beach.
over Oliver,
And he's on the beach.
and they're both sitting there banging like drinks right like on the rocks
Who?
right out the bottle.
Who, him and
My
who else?
wife and her cousin,
Her cousin
the cousin,
banging out drinks.
banging out drinks in the middle of afternoon. Dude, so I show up. She luckily she got me a 6-pack of
I
beer.
haven't seen your wife bang out drinks since she
No,
started dating her.
I never even see
This
her
is a
do
first.
shots and
This
like
is
that.
a first.
She's just drinking
I'm so curious.
rum on the rocks
With her cousin.
Ain't no big surprise.
So now what?
Ask me no questions and I'll tell,
Tell
you
you
no
no
lies.
So go ahead, lay it on me. So did you bring up the cousin thing?
So no, that conversation came up after this
Afterwards.
incident. So they're there drinking, they're reminiscing and blah 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 and so and you remember and all that shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool, and I'm trying to get to know the guy, and he's like, he seems like a nice guy and everything,
Did he seem like, if he could, when they were cousins living together in Colombia, did he seem like he would bang her? Like a good cousin would?
So here's the catch. He
Aha.
he was the father of somebody, of the girl that's my wife's best friend who just passed away. That's why they got together, because they were just at the funeral together. and
Are
all
they
that.
really cousins?
Huh? They're really cousins,
Oh, okay.
right?
All right.
And this cousin finished up having kids with her best friend that just passed away. And the funny part, I told my wife, grief brings up some bizarre feelings sometimes,
And good
and
alcohol.
makes people horny.
Yeah.
Suffering
happens a
makes
lot.
people fucking
Yeah,
horny. They
and
want to fuck after
and
a
they wanna
funeral
fuck.
for some reason.
And they want to fuck. Why
And
is
it's
that?
happened to me a
I've
couple
heard-
of times.
no.
I've known a bunch of bitches that fucking somebody
I've-
died and shit, and I rocked the shit.
I've heard of this. It's true.
And there's been movies about it and
Do you
everything.
think it can also turn straight women into lesbians?
No, I don't know.
No,
about that.
that's a little. My brain's it's a little left field. You think?
like that somebody dies and
And then they're all alone, and it's just women on the compound, and then
on the
on
compound.
the compound, late at night, and one goes out to smoke a joint, and nobody's up except the maid,
that-
and the maid says, "Do you
We'll
need,
have to touch on that one in another podcast.
do you need some company? Late night company? Anyway, go ahead. So,
Okay, so
so
look,
go ahead. So funerals bring grief.
whatever, and then
And
and
sexual
then and
desire.
he's there, and they're there day drinking,
You know what?
straight up rum, and
It
and
makes
like
sense.
all those things start working together, and you thinking like she was her best friend. He confides, her cousins. Like you can see how the mechanics of that. If I wasn't in the middle there or whatever, and
Did
some
they seem very close?
Of course. I mean, she was eager to go there and meet up with them, and she bought drinks and
She was
everything.
buying the drinks in the whole night.
Yeah, she didn't buy the rum. I think he brought the rum, but she bought beer and a cooler and all that shit. So I mean, I thought about it, and then I mentioned it afterwards.
Did you
But-
feel left out?
No, I didn't feel left out. I mean, I was there. I was there. They were there for a couple of hours before I got there, but nevertheless, I was there. What do you?
No. So when you mentioned it, did she get upset?
No, because honestly, the next day she was just a wreck because they were day drinking the hot sun. She never drinks like alcohol straight out the bottle like that, right? So she finished throwing up all over the side of my caddy, bro, like all over the fucking side of the car. There was this fucking and a red vomit, like a red vomit. It was like weird. It was like something out of The Shining.
She should go get an endoscopy and check that shit out.
What's an endoscopy?
That's where they go in and they check your stomach and make sure everything is working fine.
Oh.
Yeah, you'd have heard of a colonoscopy, right?
Right, that's when they think
Where they go up your ass and make sure everything is okay in your stomach. Well, here they go through your mouth and they make sure everything's okay and working. Anyway, but go ahead.
But anyways, plenty of people throw up without having to go and stick something in their throat. I mean, you know, like besides their finger.
Just in case you did mention it was all red, so.
No, I think it was red from whatever they were eating or whatever it is. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
You think they were eating hot dogs?
The next day, she's fucking like
dehydrated.
wrecked. She couldn't even go to work, right? So
did you bring her some sancocho, some soup?
No, I took her to Wendy's and shit to eat a burger and shit. You know,
Right.
Only Colombians do that shit.
You're
Man.
really
Putting more hot liquid in your belly that's all full of like alcohol and.
What the fuck are you talking about? You've done that a million times.
I don't do that anymore.
You don't anymore?
No, because plenty of times I've thrown up after I ate a sancocho and I was drunk as
You go-
shit. I throw up the sancocho
You go to
too.
Wendy's now?
Yeah, bro. There's something that shit soaks it up. There's something in the hamburger
Something
buns
in
and
the patty.
yeah, dude. That shit's like a sponge of evil. So, anyways, but the next day I mentioned it and said like, you know, what was the deal there? First of all, why since when are you like drinking like rum in the middle of the day and then you throw up and then.
Pretty
And then
bizarre.
you guys that conversation was all emotional. Everybody like that was like the whole scene was a little weird. I mean, and then I threw that out as a joke. Cousins. This is how the cousins finish up fucking and this and this
It's
and that.
true.
And then she got.
I believe cousins fuck all the time and people just don't know.
Well, I think somebody knows. I mean, when the kid comes out with two heads or some shit.
What? And the thing about the funeral makes sense because I believe after someone dies, somebody's got to get born.
Oh, well, like to replace,
Yeah, maybe it's a human
fill
instinct.
the gap.
Fill the gap. Maybe it's a human instinct.
I don't know what humans.
So I thought I was the only one that would think that. I thought something was wrong with me. So you think that too? That people get horny at funerals?
I do.
You
think.
see? I knew nothing was wrong with me.
Why? Because you can horny at funerals.